Hey everyone and welcome back to Excel video series. In my last video we saw how we can open an Excel file, save it and close it on your system. Today we are going to take a look at the interface of the Excel and talk about the various visual elements that you see whenever you open an Excel file. We'll go deep into each visual elements in separate videos, but for today we are just going to take a walkthrough to the interface. So let's open a fresh Excel file. Press Windows R, type Excel and hit enter. When your application opens, select a blank workbook. This is how an Excel interface looks like. So there are various sections to it. What you see on your screen right now, this file is called a workbook. You can open multiple workbooks on your system. Since I already have a workbook open, to open a new workbook, I'll simply press Ctrl N and a new file will open. As you can see, there are two files now, one named book 1 and another named book 2. Now coming back to the first file. So like I said, the file that opens is called a workbook. Now what are the different elements of the workbook? What you see here, this is called a ribbon. These various tabs that you see, this is called the ribbon menu. So we have the home menu, which contains the most popular commands and the most commonly used commands in the Excel. Then we have the insert menu when you want to insert something into the Excel, like a chart or a pivot table or some elements, some files, some graphs, etc. Page layout is basically how your file is going to look like. Do you want it in the portrait? Do you want it in landscape? What are the various print settings that you want to use? So that's all the page layout is. Formula section is the section where you insert formulas into the Excel. Now one of the coolest thing about Excel is that you can put mathematical formulas, statistical formulas to let Excel do the work for you, and that's where this tab comes into picture. Data is whenever you want to edit the data or you want to play around with the data that you see in the Excel file, that's when you go to the data tab. It has various functionalities. We'll cover each functionality separately. Review is that checking your grammar, protecting your workbook, protecting your sheet, etc. Setting passwords also is part of this. View is how your sheet looks like in terms of what is the zoom percentage. Do you want to see the grid lines? Do you not want to see the grid lines? Do you want to see the ruler, etc. And finally, help section. If you are not able to find anything in the entire ribbon menu, then you can go to this section. You can go to the community, you can go online and find the help section. So that is all about the menu section. Now coming to the next part is what you see here. All this big area crisscross table that you see, that is your work area. That is where the actual data into the system goes. Now what you see horizontal, the horizontal lines are called the rows, okay, and the vertical lines are called the columns. So A, B, C, D, E, F, these are called columns, and 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. are called the rows. So how many total rows we have? In Excel we have total 10,48,576 rows, and similarly there are 16,384 columns in Excel. Coming back to this, so each small rectangle that you see on screen is called a cell. Every cell will contain certain data as you type it. So if whenever you want to populate a data or write something into the Excel, you just select the cell where you want to put the data. So if I select this cell, that is an intersection between row number 2 and column number B, so we call it B2. The nomenclature always starts from column first and row later, so this is B2. So if I want to put something in the B2 cell, then in that case I will select the cell and start typing. Let's say I want to type Excel tutorial videos. Once you're done typing, you press enter and it is there. So when you will select it back, you will see whatever you have typed in this formula bar. This is called formula bar, and whatever cell you select, you will see the name of that cell here. This is called a name box. So this is formula bar and this is name box. Now while it is called formula bar, it does not necessarily need to have a formula. It can have normal text also, like we just did right now. So let's say I want to enter something in G10. So this is G and this is 10. As you can see that I have selected the right cell, the name is written G10 here. So let's say I want to write the name of my channel. Again, press enter. You can also press tab. So while book 1 is called workbook, every workbook will have multiple, you can say, pages in it. This is one page of this workbook. Now by default it will be named as sheet 1. If you want to add multiple pages, then you can press this plus icon and multiple pages will keep on inserting. There is no limit. I mean, there will be some limit, but you will never reach that limit because that limit is pretty high. So you can add as many workbooks as you want. And if you don't want to call it sheet 1, you want to rename something. Let's say I want to call it training sheet. Then you just need to double click on it and type the name training sheet. Another easy way to add a worksheet is to press Shift F11, and in some cases you might also need to press function Shift F11. This is a shortcut for inserting a new sheet. So Shift F11 when insert a new sheet. As you can see, currently there are 5 sheets. The moment I press Shift F11, another sheet has inserted into the workbook. That's all about the visual elements of the Excel file. In my next video, we'll start covering each visual element separately. Here is the list of all the shortcuts we have used in this video. Also, if you have any specific questions related to Excel, please reach out to me on the email ID listed on screen. I will be happy to answer your questions. I'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.